Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is David, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys 10 things that are changing from January 2025. So there are a number of things that are going to change in Germany coming the next year, and if you're watching this in 2025, it's already probably happening. So there are a couple of things that are happening, and I picked 10 of the things I think is most important to share with you guys. So the first thing that is happening or changing in 2025 in Germany is that the minimum wage, which is currently at 12.41, is going to be increased to 12.82. So there's been a little increase in the minimum wage. I mean, it's good, right? Because if you multiply the cents or whatever the increase, you might probably get a relative good amount, right? So even though it's not that big, but I think it's good in a way to rather increase the salaries of people, looking at the economic hardship and the increment of goods and services in the country. I think the current government tried to even increase it to 15 euros. That would have been good, but it was rejected by the finance minister. So it's just a little increase in that regard, and yeah, we see what happens. Now the second thing that is also increasing or changing is that if you have a mini job, I know a lot of people who undertake mini jobs, and as a result of the increments in the minimum wage, the mini job amount is also going to be increased. So currently it's at 538 and is projected to increase to 556. So if you're somebody who is into mini jobs, or if you currently have a mini job, then you probably should be checking that your company or whoever is paying you for that mini job is also increasing that amount to 556 euros, right, per month. So that's another thing that is good. And one thing I have to also say is that most of the coming points, at least the first 4, will be positive, and some of the points will probably not be the best in our best interest, right? Because there are some positives and some negatives. Now another thing that's going to be changed in Germany come 2025 is the tax-free allowance. So when we say the tax-free allowance, is a sum of money that will not be taxed. So you have initial sum of money the government has prescribed that if you earn, let's say, I'm just giving an example, if you earn like 10,000 euros in the entire year, then you will not be taxed. And even if you have been taxed on that amount, you can get all the tax back. So currently they have increased this amount, and now they have increased it with 312. So the current tax-free allowance is 12,096 euros. So if you earn 12,096 euros in the entire, for example, 2025, then you will not be taxed. So anything above that will be taxed. And so even if you earn some money and you were taxed, but cumulatively it didn't reach this figure I mentioned, then you can get all the tax that you paid back, because this is the first sum of money that shouldn't be taxed no matter how much you get. So if you earn 20,000, then only the 8,000 that was on top of that will be taxed. So this is just a simple, I think, idea about the whole thing. Now another thing that's going to be changed is the KinderGug. So it's going to be increased from 250 to 255 euros per month per each child. So in Germany, if you have a kid, then you can get this amount every month for your kid, right? So this goes to people who have kids in Germany. So they are going to be increased from 250 to 255. I think it's just €5 increase. I mean, it's still good, right? So that's also about that. Another thing that is going to be changed in Germany is the Deutschland ticket. So public transport fees are going to be increased. So this is not actually the positive side. And for also students, this will also increase. So currently, people who are not students are paying 49 euros every month, and it's going to be increased to 58. And students are paying 29 euros, and now it's going to be increased to 38 euros. So these are some of the changes that are starting right from January. So you have to note them down. Now, another thing that is going to be increased is public insurance premiums, and is going to be increased by 11%. I think this is too much, and the idea behind the whole increment is that they want people who earn a lot and have the opportunity to get a private insurance to actually move from the public insurance into those private insurance. And so they are going to increase more of that so that it will kind of push people away from the public insurance to the private insurance. Actually, not everybody, but those who earn a lot or those who earn much and they can afford private insurance, which at the end of the day is actually affordable for private insurance compared to public insurance in that regard. Another thing that is going to be increased is the pension. So pension contributions are going to increase by 6.6%. But the effect of it is that people who are receiving their pension payments is going to be increased only by 3%. So those who are contributing to pension will be increased by 6.6%, but people who are getting the money is going to be increased only for 3%. So it tells you that the German pension is still kind of, there are a lot of issues around it, because how can you increase the payment by 6% and the benefit to the people is just 3%? It doesn't really add up the mass, right? But yeah, just the reality of things. That's also not positive sign, right? Now, another thing that has been already done is the students' bulk accounts. Now, this has been increased to 11,904 euros. And this was starting from this semester, or this winter semester, and through the year 2025. This is the current figure for block account for students who want to study in Germany. Now you need 11,904 euros to be able to do this block account, and you can get visa to come to Germany to study. Now, another thing that is also going to be changed or already started is some universities in Bavaria has started charging fees, right? So currently the Technical University of Munich are charging fees for non-EU students. So if you are a student from countries that are not part of the European Union, then you will be asked to pay fees. And now TUM has started, probably all the other universities in Bavaria is going to follow suit. We don't know, but that's also something that's changing. Now the 10th and the last one is that there's going to be an election in Germany come 2025. Initially it was around the summer period, but due to the changes in the chancellor being voted no confidence vote, has now pushed the election to February, somewhere February. And yes, we live to see what happens next, because of the coalitions that didn't work. So they have to now vote again and decide who becomes the chancellor in Germany. Now, if you want to hear more about German elections and explanations to why and how this is going to be done, I can do a whole video about it, even though I don't know much about it, but I've learned to know some of the details about the German elections, and I think it will affect a lot of things. There are a lot of things that are going to change if a new government is formed. We don't know, but yes, we hope to see a better results for Germany and economic improvement for Germany overall. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye.